China says that the country will prioritise stability and employment over aggressive growth this year, even as it seeks a full recovery from the pandemic. Now, this according to a senior official from the country's state planner. And he added that he's confident China can achieve its growth target of around 5% this year. Lo Min with this report.
China's state planner gave itself a glowing report card, saying that last year's economic performance was, quote, impressive, despite the government missing the official growth target by a wide margin. The vice chairman also justified this year's rather conservative growth target, acknowledging that most financial institutions had prescribed much higher estimates.
5%左右的预期增长目标，是符合当前呢经济运行的走势。 也符合呢经济发展规律，确定这样一个目标呢，有利于引导各方更加注重提高呢发展的质量和效益，加快的构建新发展格局，推动高质量发展。
Those comments suggest that China is willing to tolerate slower growth without resorting to a more debt-fueled economy. The spokesperson said China will tackle risks associated with real estate, finance, and local government debt.
The debt issue, particularly local government indebtedness, is going to be one of the big issues to watch in 2023. It was already an issue pre-COVID, in fact, but then the combination, or the perfect storm, if you will, of the deleveraging of the property sector, which complicated local government's ability to rely on land sales to generate revenues, at the same time as the zero COVID policy required them to shoulder additional costs in implementation, has placed additional pressure on what was already a challenging situation.
Consumption will also be a major focus for the year ahead. The spokesperson saying China will boost the share of consumption in driving growth, perhaps recognizing the headwinds in global trade, especially with the potential of a global recession weighing heavily on Chinese exports.
消费能力来自于就业，来自于收入的分配，所以说一定要创新就业、收入分配和消费全链条良性循环的促进机制。 多渠道增加城乡居民收入，做好基本消费品的保供稳价工作，使居民有稳定收入，能消费，没后顾之忧，敢消费。
China will also invest in advanced manufacturing and high-tech industries to secure its supply chain, especially given the escalating tech war with the United States. These announcements came as thousands of delegates are gathered here in Beijing for the country's annual parliamentary sessions, which is poised to implement the biggest government shake-up in a decade. The head of the state planning agency, He Lifeng, is widely tipped to be promoted to vice premier in charge of the economy, taking over from the outgoing vice premier, Liu He. Lo Min, CNA, Beijing.